let's get into this tea. We're about to get into the time I let a bit play me. Let's get it.
With somebody, and it got to the point where so I remember I was in a relationship with somebody, and it got to the point where she wanted me to meet her mom, meet her people. And I was like, all right, cool. We talked to mom. She was cool with it, you know, whatever. So I planned the trip. I paid for flights. I paid for clothes. I paid for the car because we was driving. She don't like planes, so we was going to drive. All the way, like 20-something hours away. Okay.
You just said you paid for the flights. What is going on here?
Mom's on the phone. It wasn't a surprise. She knew it was coming. So we get everything together. Now, I remind you, she had 2 kids and I had 1. So not only did I pay for the flights, the car, and the clothes for me and her, I paid for all 3 of our kids too. So boom, we in the car, we drive 20-something miles away. 20-something hours away. We get there. It's probably
Why does you keep saying flights?
like 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, cool. We get there. The first question was, where everybody gonna sleep? So I don't know why, but for some reason, her mama thought that we was gonna sleep separate. No, we in a relationship. We're gonna put our kids in one bed and we're gonna sleep together. This is what we do every night. So that was the first thing. Her mama didn't like that. Then the next day was Mother's Day. So that's what we really went for. We went for Mother's Day. So the next day was Mother's Day. We are doing like this little photo shoot thing. They do a photo shoot, whatever. Had everybody in it. We all wore pink. Cool. At the end of the day, she told me like, hey, the kids' daddy want to see them since we in town. And, you know, he want to pop up and see them. No problem. I have no problem with allowing your kids to see their other parent. Cool. He comes. So this is when it starts getting sticky. He came. He spoke to the kids. He had them. I was getting them dressed when he first got there. And I could tell that the energy was kind of up because I was getting them dressed. And I guess they thought I was taking too long.
Call me childish. I wouldn't have been there. Oh, he coming. Oh, that's a bet. That's what's up. Listen, y'all let me know when you're done. You feel? Cause nope, you ain't even by the room. I let you. I'm going to the mall.
Too long, but it's Mother's Day and I'm a mother. So that nigga gonna fucking wait. But it was cool. Like I got them dressed. I took pictures of them. They go out there to see their daddy. Cool.
She might understand cause she's a mother initially.
I could tell like the energy was off while he was there because they don't want her to be gay. So that was one thing that came up. That's their dad. They should be able to see their dad. They feel like I was interfering because I was taking pictures of them and getting them dressed. But they don't know that me and this man know each other and we didn't have no problem amongst each other at all. So I let them be with their daddy because I felt the energy going up. I go lay down in the room that she set out for us. And my girl at the time come in the room with me. And she like, I got something important I want to tell you. So I'm like, what's up? And she like, I just seen him and I think I'm still in love with him and all of this. So at this point, we're getting into it because you have me messed up. You have me come all the way over here for you to do this in my face, especially in your family house. And I don't got time for that. So we getting into it. I guess her mama overheard the argument and she wanted us to separate. So she started calling her daughter. So she calling her name throughout the house. She finally gets up. She go answer her mama, whatever. So they ended up leaving and going to the store. I guess she wanted to have a talk with her. So she comes back from the store and tells me that she's sorry. She didn't mean none of that she said. But now that her parents have heard us arguing, they think I'm beating on her. So as soon as she say that, I tell her, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm getting a hotel room and I'm going to go.
I know sometimes y'all may think I be over, you know what I'm saying, being overly dramatic with certain things. But when you talk about certain situations, shit like this come to my mind. We go out of town, I'm not staying at your people's crib. No. Got to have me some bread to get us a place. I'm not staying at your people's crib, you're not staying at my people's crib. Period. For this reason. Nope.
Now, I don't know if you want to come with me or whatever, but I'm leaving. So I'm packing my stuff. I guess her mama sensed, or she went in there and told her that I was leaving or whatever. So
And
while I was...
if your mama ain't fucking with me, I'm definitely not coming. I would have been like, oh, this mother's, oh, that's crazy. Y'all have fun. I'm gonna be right here at the crib.
leaving, I'm walking out the door. Her mama stops me at the door. And she says to me, I don't know who you are or where you came from, but we are Christian and we do not believe in this. My daughter is not gay, and I think you're trying to change her, and she should be with this man. It was just so much. I kind of tuned out because I'm not disrespectful when it comes to nobody mama. Like, I'm not about to cuss your mama out, but your mama better get out my face.
Oh,
so I said, ma'am, I'm not about to do this with you. Excuse me. I'm going to leave. Don't worry about it. I'm going to leave your house. And upon leaving, I did not forget to let her know that I'm not turning her daughter nothing. Her daughter came to me, and I paid for everything. So the only reason that you have your daughter here and your grandkids here is because I paid for it. And I also let her know that we had just did an insemination and I was 12 weeks pregnant.
Oh my God.
So cool. We go to the hotel. She sets it up for us and she pays for the hotel, puts me and my daughter in a room, and she leaves.
Here.
She said that she would be back, but honestly, I really didn't care at that point. I was planning my escape. So on like the second day of me being in a hotel room, me and my daughter was going to like the pool. Like, we was cool. Like, it was no problem. It was a racist town, but we was cool. So she would come back and bring me food every once in a while. But on the second day, she didn't come back. Like, she didn't bring me nothing. So the whole day I'm asking my family, like, hey, what's up? Like, what should I do? I'm all the way over here. I drove all these miles. I paid for this car. It's in my name. And I'm sitting in a hotel room. I'm starving. She has the car. She has not brought me anything. She hasn't even checked on me to see how I'm doing. She has had these other two kids. I haven't heard from them. I don't know what's going on no more. So my people's ready. They like, leave right now. You should have been left. Why didn't you tell us that you was in a hotel room for 2 days? And that's why I didn't want to tell nobody, because they would have been told me to leave. But I wanted to stay there because we were only supposed to be there for 3 more days. So on that third day, we was all gonna leave. But I was starving on the second day. So I text her and I told her, hey, we got to talk about something. Come over here to this hotel room. I need to talk to you. So when she come in. We have a conversation. We end up getting loud. We start arguing. I tell her, I'm leaving. I'm leaving in the morning, and I don't know if you're going to come with me. I don't know if you're not coming with me. Either way, me and my daughter is getting out of here. So she say, no, please don't leave. Please don't leave.
No need for you to tell me not to leave. I got to go.
Leave with you right now, but the kids with their daddy, I don't know what to do. They with their daddy. Okay, cool. Tell him to give you your kids so that we can go. He don't never see.
She done already told you she thinks she's still in love with him. However, she 12 weeks pregnant, so her emotions probably was all over the place.
Anyway, you can get your kids from him and we can leave. It should be no problem. So she like, no,
there's a problem because she says she's still in love with him. Oh my God, how do I do these things?
So I remember I was in a...
Oh, that just pisses me off.
So I text her and I told her, hey, we got to talk about something. It's getting out of here. So get your kids from him and we can leave. It should be no problem. So she like, no, they went out of town. I don't know what to do. He's not even in town no more. And the kids are with him. I'm not leaving my kids here. I said, okay, but me and my baby leaving. So when I got up that next morning, me and my baby got in a car and we drove 20-something hours away. I was the only one driving. And
I don't understand why we still discussing flights and she's still talking about driving.
Nissan Armada, a big truck by myself. I got like maybe 6 or 7 hours away, and she called me talking about how the kids was back and how I could just come get them and how she was so sorry and we could all go home and all this. And with me being 6 or 7 hours away, I could have easily turned around and went to get her.
Easily, please. Girl,
But
if I'm 15 minutes up the street, boy, you're through. Y'all, is it not a huge inconvenience after you have left the destination to come back? Nigga, well, I will go buy whatever I just left at the house. Whether that be a camera. I've done this before. I'm going to go ahead and go buy another one because I'm not turning around. 6 or 7 hours is not an easy to go turn around to do. Girl, 5 minutes up the street, I'm not turning around.
I didn't.
I be like, ain't that but a bitch. I'm already on the highway. Boy, you're through.
While she was calling me, I was sitting on the side of the road. I probably sat there for like 3 hours listening to all the stuff that she had to say, listening to her crying and sobbing. And eventually, my best friend told me, pull off. Go home. Finish going home. So I'm driving and driving. The whole time she's trying to contact me, I didn't want to talk to her, whatever. So eventually, maybe like 2 days later, I get home. I ended up like taking like hotel rooms for me and my baby for a couple of hours for me to go to sleep. Just so I can get some sleep so that when I get back on that road, I'm not tired because I'm by myself. So I end up making it home like 2 days later. And she's texting me, telling me her family made her stay with the man. Tell her she can't stay with them. She got to go stay with him.
Yeah.
So apparently she done moved out, and now she over there staying with the man until she figure out a way to find her way back home. He helps her get a rental, and she ends up coming back home. Halfway through her drive, she said, "Hey, I just want to tell you something, and I can't keep this away from you because you might not let me back in the house." I say, "What?" She said, "Yeah, while I was over there staying with him, me and him did something." I say, "Oh, well, baby, if y'all doing that, then you might as well not even came home to me. You might as well just stay over there where you at. Like, I don't have time for this. Y'all going back and forth, and you're honestly confusing me at this point. It's making me feel like I was right for leaving you, and that's..."
I wouldn't trust now woman to stay at her house with her baby daddy. Stay anywhere with her baby daddy and trust that they not have sex. Not happening. Don't even. We don't even need to be together. I ain't even gonna cap you down.
Just that. So she's begging and begging and begging, telling me all her kids' stuff is at my house and that she just want to come home. I need to let her come home. She just needed to clear her chest, and she was okay after that. Cool. You're not coming here with me. But after a couple hours, I started feeling bad that her kids was in the car. So I told her, all right, just come home. Like, I don't care. Just come home. We'll deal with this when you get here. So I remember I was in a relationship with somebody, and it got to the point where... Okay, so a couple of things that I noticed that I did wrong on the video. Since I didn't write a script, I just started talking. And another thing, I wanted to name this things our exes did and we still stayed. So I'm going to put that hashtag at the bottom. And if y'all want to like go on with the narrative of things our exes did and we still stayed, then I'm going to put that at the bottom for everybody. I said flights. I don't know why I said flights, but we didn't fly. We drove. So I paid for the car. You said
flights like 3 times. So
I paid for all of our clothes, and I paid for the gas. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I said flights.
Yeah, I got it.
So boom, she on her way back. At this point, I really realized that I needed to tell my whole family that I was letting this girl come back. And that was the most embarrassing time, but whatever. They accepted it. They was cool with it. They was just waiting on her to get back. So she on her way back. We talked a little bit, but we didn't really talk too much. But when she got there, it was on. So first of all, it was her birthday. So I didn't get her nothing for her birthday, and she knew why. She didn't ask me for nothing for her birthday. And for the first couple of days, she slept on the couch until I was able to face her. I just couldn't like stomach talking to her, having a conversation or nothing. So we didn't talk.
Right.
Eventually, we got to the point where she was telling me like, hey, like, do you want to be with me or what? Like, do you want me to go back home? All of that. So I told her like, I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days, and I just feel like I need to get something off my chest.
Let's get into.
So at that point, and I hate to say this, but at this point I was into like the dom and femme stuff. I don't know if y'all like ventured into that ever at any point, but that's what I was into at the time. So that's where we took it. So I told her like, it's okay. Like, I got something for you. Don't even trip.
Like you a STEM?
So we just gonna wait till nighttime, and I'm gonna show you what it is. So basically she was saying like, I'll do anything, I apologize, I'm so sorry, and all this stuff. So me being who I was at the time, which was a challenged person, I tied her up in the closet. I put a pillowcase over her head so she couldn't see, and I also turned off the lights. And we had a time.
Y'all remember that thing the other day I said, well, I don't want to self-incriminate myself? And I, realized how crazy I was about to sound with what I have done. And to tell y'all the story is to self-incriminate myself. So I changed the subject because I need to go to another story because of how you are crazy. She means dom sub. So this is some dominatrix sexual shit?
And that's probably not good for me to say. But after that, I had like restraints on the bed and I put her
in they were doing a nasty. Okay. I'm thinking she was trying to kill. Okay.
Restraints, and
I'm caught up.
I went ham. I don't know if y'all understand, like people do that, and it made me mad because she liked it. So the closet was like, she was blindfolded. You don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know what's really going on. And I just went in. I took all my anger out. The bed, I took all my anger out in that too, but it was kind of in a different way. It wasn't it was just to the, and I was smacking hard, like coming all the way from back here and smacking. And she liked it. So, I mean, I don't know if that was really a punishment, but that was my type of punishment at the time. So yeah, that was her punishment, and she thought we was gonna be cool, but like I still couldn't really talk to her for real. It took me a little while to get back like there with her, and I was also pregnant. So maybe like a couple weeks later, I was getting over it. We was all cool, everything was good. She was finally sleeping back in the bed with me, and something told me just go through her phone. And when I went through her phone, I think I seen like text messages between her and him, and she was telling him that she thought she was pregnant. And I didn't know like whether to take it as like she was just trying to say that to see what he was going to say, or if she really thought she was pregnant. So something told me to just go to her search. I went to her search in her Safari, and it was like searches like, how would I know if I'm 5 weeks pregnant? How would I know if I'm 4 weeks pregnant? So at this point, I'm hot all over again. I'm losing it because you just came back here to me. You had this whole little thing making it seem like it was nothing. Everything was going to be good and we was going to get past this. But you didn't tell me that you thought you was pregnant. So I woke her up and I asked her, what the fuck is this? Why the fuck do you think, so you think you're pregnant? And she told me, this was what she said. Listen to this, y'all. Tell me if this makes sense. She said she did not feel like the baby that I was carrying was hers. So she had with him so that she could get pregnant, because when we inseminated,
What? She didn't feel like the baby that you was having was hers. No, y'all, that's something for a man to use. You think I'm stupid. Oh, shit. Wow. All you had to tell me was you want the dick. Let me tell y'all something. If you in a lesbian relationship right now and your woman says she wants some dick, you cannot be mad. Now, you don't have to be with her either, okay? Because let her go get her dick on her own, baby. But I'm just saying, Don't get mad. Go get you some pussy from a bitch that like pussy. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no need of you getting mad and all heartbroken. That literally come with the game. Don't act like I'm not acting like I won't be upset. I'm just saying at the end of the day gotta end, y'all.
Initially tried to get both of us pregnant, and I was the only one that got pregnant, which was cool with me. We didn't need 2 babies at that point. But she told me that she was jealous that I got pregnant and she didn't. And she wanted to be pregnant with me, and it was already too late because I was a couple of months already. She wanted to have her baby around the time that I had my baby, but she just knew that if she did that and she brought the baby back to me, that I would be okay with it and we would raise the babies together. She thought that this was something that I wanted, and she didn't understand why I was upset if we were trying to conceive already. You fucking playing with me. Now you're really testing my fucking intelligence because you really want me to sit here and believe that you had sex with this man so that you can bring me back his 3rd baby.
Yes.
And I can accept his baby.
That's
and
exactly what she
didn't think that it would be an issue. No, you knew it was going to be an issue. You knew it was. And that was the story.
An issue, sure. You leaving her? No, because you keep taking us stupid ass back.
Came up with in your head when you thought you was pregnant. And it's just, I'm not even going to try to sit here and insult your intelligence and make you sit here and think that I believe that story, because I don't believe that was your thought process. I don't believe that's what you thought. And it don't make sense. And I know you smarter than that. And I told her, if you pregnant, you're getting out. So I guess we just gonna have to figure out and find out if you pregnant, because I'm not gonna raise 2 babies.
How she still want to keep her if she not pregnant, but if she is pregnant, now you gotta go.
I'm finna raise a 3rd one of his babies. She ended up not being pregnant once we did like a test a couple weeks later, and I was still pregnant, so I kind of didn't want to like break up with her and have to raise this baby by myself and all of that. So I kept the baby, and we went on with our relationship for a little while. And then I don't know if it was like meant, but at 21 weeks, I lost the baby. I had her at home. And I ended up going to the hospital, you know, going through the whole recovery process and all of that. And a month later, I let her convince me to get pregnant again.
Wow.
Okay, so a couple of things. Hey, studs.
Some of y'all different.
Treat y'all films right. Make sure y'all buy them purses. Make sure y'all pay for their gas. Make sure y'all take them places. Make sure y'all spoiling y'all queens because they deserve it. Now that I got all the studs out of our video. Films, come here. Let me tell y'all something real quick. So I ain't never had to deal with a stud, which is good for me. But I have friends that's studs, and I have friends that's femmes that tell me about the stud situations that they have going on. And I just want to tell y'all the studs to avoid. So the first one, studs that tell you that they just having fun. They don't want nothing out of it. They just having fun. Baby, run.
I told Honey's House that. I told her I wanted to be a hoe.
And they're going to ruin your life. Run. They gonna ruin you, baby. There's the ones for 2. The ones that don't like kids. And I'm not saying like people that just don't like them, like ain't never had.
In the beginning of a relationship, when you dating somebody or if somebody got kids or whatever the fuck, you're going to go through some shit. And now some people are very much so like, I don't want kids, I don't want kids. However, you cannot date a person that don't want kids. The other way around with me, I wanted kids, had no idea what it was like to have them though. And I got a reality check.
Had to deal with them. But people that you can bring around kids and you can tell that they uncomfortable, do not mess with them. Because
definitely if they uncomfortable, I agree with her on that.
If you're dating for longevity, for like long term, why would you want to date another woman who doesn't like kids if eventually maybe one day you might want to have kids or already have kids? This one I see a lot. Studs that dogs stay in the cage. I'm not playing with y'all. If they neglect their dog, they gonna neglect you. There's those studs that say they gonna pay all your bills. They gonna take care of you. The ones that tell you that you don't gotta work. If you don't know them well enough, don't trust that. Don't talk to them studs.
I feel you if you don't know them well enough. I feel you on that.
To be controlling. That's what I think. So the only way I say that it'd be cool to date a stud
On
is
some
if
random, like, what's going on? Yeah, I want to pay your bills, because some are like that.
she feels like she a woman and y'all could do 50-50. And that's not to say like she shouldn't be making
Which
enough
one
to
am
where
I ain't neither one of
no,
them.
but y'all can spoil.
Why does this happen? I'm so sick of this happening.
A studs treat y'all she a man and she's gonna
I'm a family oriented stud. I don't know. I do pay all the bills, but she controls everything. Believe it or not, outside of this home. So she controls the entire home, but she lets me lead. So when we outside, I'm controlling that. Anything in here, it don't belong to me. Hey, I thought she had to pick you up from school. Okay. Yeah, so outside this motherfucker, she let me lead. I guess I'm a traditional stud. I kinda operate the way my daddy did or do. I pay all the bills by choice. I've had bad relationships where women didn't know how to handle money and handle bills, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So not saying Honey Sauce don't. She was paying my bills at one point, but I've always kind of just wanted to handle everything. So unless I've never that's a lie. I've met women that had like careers and shit, but it never went good because she did too much of this. I don't like that. I don't like that. So it would never work because women that are corporate, they want you to work off of their schedule. So they want you to get up at 9, want you to work till 5, and when it's time for them to get off, they want you to get off. No such thing. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to have a woman that has a career, so to speak, unless I don't mean corporate career. What I mean is corporate career. If you got a different career that's totally different that can work around our schedule, bet. But that's where the money is at in a career. I don't want my woman working at no random ass job out here that's paying minimum wage. I don't want you working for pennies because I can do that. I can make the bread. You ain't gotta do all that. I do want you to find your way. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Either way, even if Honey Sauce were to have a job right now, I'm still paying the bills. That's just how I am. So call me traditional, I guess.
Trying to date somebody, if they don't got no mama or they got mommy issues, that's probably not the studs. We got another one. And it's certain situations for this. The studs that fight men.
My sisters are straight with relationships and children.
If she fight men, she thinks she a man.
Nobody is like me. Literally. Nobody is like me. There's nothing on my phone. Nobody's like me.
And she's gonna be a man to you. She's never gonna show you her feminine side. She's not gonna act like she's a woman at any point in the day. And she's probably a touch-me-not. The last one, and I know this gonna ruffle some feathers. Just gonna ruffle some feathers. So listen to me carefully when I say this. The ones that have a femme best friend. And I'm not saying like they got a best friend that's a girl that maybe she's straight. I'm talking about a gay best friend that's a femme. And believe me if y'all want to. I really don't care if you don't. But
oh shit, y'all can't see nothing.
Them studs that got a femme best friend, it's not the ones to trust. Now let's keep this between me and you. Don't tell them.
That don't go for everybody.
Don't tell them I said it. They're my friends. Don't tell them.
That don't go for everybody.
Okay, so part 3. Things my
ex
ex
had
did.
that in between, but got the shit. Give me a second.
And I still stayed. Okay, so at this point, we inseminated again. But what I didn't say is that we inseminated for me and for her. I know y'all hate me at this point.
It's a different type of stupid.
But hear me out. No, I literally have no explanation. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Different type of stupid, man.
Okay, so we inseminated for both of us. We inseminated with the same donor, and our ovulation times was like around the same time. So I think I inseminated first, and then she inseminated the next time. At first, I was kind of like skeptical. I kind of didn't want to do it. I told her no at first, but she kept begging. And I was like, all right, whatever. Because I knew I wanted 2 kids. And at that point, I knew that me and her wasn't going to be together. But I wanted my second baby. I didn't want my one daughter to be bored. On top of the fact that I had just had a miscarriage, and I felt like I had bought all these baby clothes. We had went to and did a gender reveal and everything. So it was kind of like I wanted a baby. Then I was saying, like, at least if we both have a baby, if she do leave me and she separates finally, then I won't be feeling so bad because she took a baby and I took a baby. I wouldn't want her to be all in my face, like trying to control what I do with my child after she leaves. So boom. We inseminate both of us, and we wait in the little time frame it take for us to find out if we pregnant. So basically how we did hers first. So hers was coming up, and she was ovulating. So we did hers, and then like 2 weeks later, I ovulated, and she was all in my face. Like, she wanted me to do the same thing that we was doing the last time with both of us trying and all of that. So I allowed her to convince me that this was something that I wanted. So I said, okay, yeah, we're going to do it. And we did it. And then a month later, maybe, she came on again and she had her whole ovulation. We did hers again to try to guarantee that she would be pregnant too. And it was really because we knew that I had just had a baby. I was just pregnant, so it would be easier for me to get pregnant than it would be for her. So I found out that I was pregnant, and then we found out that she was not pregnant. And like, this time she found out she wasn't pregnant.
She losing me right now. Is it just me?
She went nuts. Like, she went crazy. And I had to really, like, be there for her because I didn't know if I, like, did it wrong or, like, what happened because
y'all want to 86 this part?
Difficult. It was like an inverted cervix. And
I'm over it now.
You know, like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't feel bad at that point because I'm still carrying a baby and I really have to keep my emotions down. And I know what
all right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and 86 the rest of this because it's just kind of like. You got pregnant again. You didn't learn from when you lost. No disrespect. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'm done with this video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hell yeah.